And watchers. And of course, if you happen to be here for the very first time, welcome. Before I go any further, my name is Rahul George, India's premier iHypnosis life healer coach and your personal guide. Today's pod is definitely something that you might be thinking about, especially as a healer and a coach. We are, of course, talking about the power of keep showing up. Now, I'm sure some of you may have noticed there are a couple of trends that are running on the various social channels. Typically one of them is like 10 years ago, meaning where were you 10 years ago and where are you today? Now, even as I was kind of reflecting back for a moment on um, this particular activity or this particular process that I set up 3 years ago now, a little more than 3 years ago, which is basically to show up every day and, of course, to record a pod. Um, I was just thinking about, what is it that keeps people, showing up? What is it that gets people to keep coming and keep doing what needs to be done or what they've chosen to do over and over and over again. So I'd love to hear from you wherever and wherever you happen to watch this pod. What is it that keeps you coming back day in and day out? So maybe that is, waking up early, like an early riser habit, or maybe it is, going to the gym every day, or writing, journaling on a daily basis, whatever the habit may be, because it's not something that is externally driven, meaning it's not something that you're being forced to do, but nonetheless you have chosen to do it, and then you just keep showing up and you just keep doing it. So the question, of course, is, what is it that inspires you to keep coming back and keep showing up every day, no matter what you may be experiencing? In my own experience, like a time like now, these last couple of days, I was a little under the weather, which is also one reason why I've not turned on my camera yet. But of course, I still said, I'm sure I can somehow muster up enough strength to come live for a couple of minutes and just, to pause, reflect on life, reflect on my life, life choices, and also, in a way, inspire you to ask yourself these questions, because eventually this is what creates that transformation. So the question, of course, is, as especially as a healer, especially as a coach, what is that one thing that you have been able to just keep showing up for? Remember, the KSU here, of course, is to keep showing up, and how has that power, where you tapped into the power of keep showing up, how has that um, connected into your life? How has that made a difference in your life? I'd love to hear more about that. And, you know, when you share, obviously, you inspire others to find their own version of that. Maybe even if it's just that one. I remember this book Charles Duhigg wrote about the power of habit. Maybe this could become that one keystone habit, that one thing that truly makes a difference in your life. So, for those of you who tuned in live, thank you for tuning in, and those of you who happen to be maybe watching this later, treat this as a prompt, a life prompt, and asking yourself, like, what is it? What is this one habit that you've chosen to do no matter what, and where you just keep showing up every single day? And if you're already part of our community, um, I always look forward to seeing you in our live sessions. We do twice, Mondays and Fridays between 6 and 7. And of course, we have multiple other programs that happen, especially on the weekends. So, keep showing up, because that's how you will see incremental and literally, what is it they call it? One is incremental gains, and the other, of course, is where you'll see a geometric progression with time. And lastly, of course, if you aren't already part of our community, do come join us, experience the power of the community, the power of the stories and the messages that members bring, and that literally will become the source of your transformation. And having said all of that, of course, as always, remember to live your purpose. God bless, and of course, I'll be back with another one. And yes, I see you, Abhishankar. Thank you for tuning in. Yes, it wasn't a technical glitch. I was just kept my camera off for the moment. I'm guessing in a day or two for sure. Yeah, we'll be back, all guns blazing. And Raji, uh, beautiful Raji says, attending our sessions, it has transformed my life inside out. And really look forward to you experiencing even more of these shifts in the coming days. So take care, folks. God bless. And of course, as always, remember to live your purpose. Take care. See you in the next one.